Hello knitters, Barbara Benson here. I am an independent knitwear designer who also likes to make videos here on my YouTube channel, Watch Barbara Knit. Make sure to check in the description below the video for notes on everything I talk about in today's video, including links to all the websites, how to find my patterns to knit up for yourself, how to join the Watch Barbara Knit Facebook group, and how to support me on Patreon. I'm back up in my little square again today. Well, it's really more of a rectangle. But I wanted to have a little fun on the internet today and show y'all some incredibly useful websites for help with your knitting that you might not have come across. Now, I want to make it clear that these are just websites that I really like, that I find incredibly useful. None of them even know I'm talking about them, so there's been no compensation or anything here. I'm not affiliated with any of them. They're just really solid websites. Now, I've spoken about Ravelry many times on this YouTube channel, so I wanted today to focus on 5 that aren't Ravelry, because Ravelry is a wealth of knowledge and information, but it is primarily a pattern database. That is like its function, and then it serves as like a notebook for knitters to keep knitters and crocheters and weavers and whatever to keep track of their projects. The forums can be very helpful if you can navigate the forums, if you can access the forums, which is problematic for some people. Ravelry is having some accessibility issues, so I wanted to talk about some other websites online that are amazing and have great information that can help you on your knitting journey. So the first one I want to talk about is knittinghelp.com. It's incredibly logically named, and it is a wonderful website that has a huge amount of information on it. It has been around for a very, very long time, at least as long as I have been knitting, and it has wonderful things. The primary thing that I use it for is, and well, not currently, but I used it when I was learning, is this right here, this glossary button. So if you click on the glossary button, it is an abbreviation of common knitting abbreviations. I think I used the word abbreviation too many times, but it tells you information on what these things mean. Like approximately, but the really, really amazing thing is here, because it says bind off, and then it has videos that show you how to do it. And this is the really cool thing is you can either watch it continental style or English style, meaning with the yarn tensioned in your left hand or with the yarn tensioned in your right hand. So it has this for a lot of the more complex stitches, right? So we scroll down, here is knit. So we could watch it with continental, right? Don't necessarily need to watch the whole thing. Or we could watch it English. And so you just are able to see the different stitches, and they're just really close. I don't think there's any sound, or if there is sound, it's not coming through on my computer. When I first went onto this site, it says, it looks like you're not using Flash. Change to HTML. So if you have Flash installed, it might have sound. So without the sound, it isn't particularly helpful for visually impaired people, but it is a very useful resource. And so you have all of these different abbreviations, and the associated videos are right here with them. So I think that this is a that was probably too fast. I apologize. So it is a fantastic resource. Let me get back up to the top. And they have a whole learn to knit with free videos walkthrough, and it's just great. So this is a great website, and if this particular layout and presentation clicks with you, it might be a really good place to start. Definitely check it out. Take a look at it. I've never been in their forum. I don't know if it's particularly functional. Let's see. I don't know if it tells me. So it looks like recently there are within the last few hours. So I've not been in them. So I can't speak anything to that. What I primarily use is this glossary. Okay. Now, the next website, Knitty. A lot of you have probably already seen Knitty. Knitty is the oldest published online knitting magazine like there is. It's been around the longest. Knitty predates Ravelry by several years, I believe. It is a wonderful, wonderful resource. It is full of free patterns, and they put out, I think, 2 to 3 issues a year. And so this is the current issue. You can see patterns, features, and then it has all kinds of information here. So in this issue, we can look at the patterns. That's already this page. And what you can do is see the different patterns that are available in this particular issue. And then features. This is coming. So Wisenet is coming. Cool stuff we like. And they have a lot of spinning stuff. But here is the great tab, this pattern library. So you can either browse by back covers, and you can look. These are all the back issues. Look at this. So many years of wonderful knitting patterns, knitting knowledge, just absolutely amazing. You can apparently knit a crab. Some classic popular patterns came from Knitty. Look at those beautiful. So you can click on any of these, and look, we're going all the way back to summer of 2005. I'm going to scroll up, not quite as fast as I have a tendency to do. I don't want to make anyone nauseous. So if you're looking for patterns, it's a great place. But clicking on here, find past patterns and features. It's like, what would you like to knit? And you can sort by if you're looking for patterns, but for information, this is where you look. What would you like to read? Cool spinning stuff, all kinds of amazing things. And one of the great ones is, I got to get down to it, Techniques with Teresa. And you can look here and see all of these different articles. So we're looking at blocking lace, blocking whole garments, jogless stripes, joining yarns, gauge, color stranding, buttonholes, binding off, casting on, Kitchener stitch. I use this Kitchener stitch information all the time because it's great, because there's this written information and then step-by-step photos. So if you're not a video person, although if you're watching this, you probably are, you can look at these still. And I actually like these because I can look at them and I don't have to worry about it. And it walks me step by step through how to do the Kitchener stitch. And I'm going to be straight with you. I pretty much pull up this particular page every time I need to do the Kitchener stitch, and I sit in front of the computer and do it following these instructions because that's what it takes for me. So increases and decreases. So this is wonderful information. We also have video tutorials. Thinking Beyond the Pattern is a really interesting series they did briefly. Briefly, 2004 to 2008. So it's altering length and raveling, knit smarter, not faster, altering length in the pattern, second dimension, more width adjustments. So it's got great information in it. And then what was that last one I saw? So they have video tutorials. So they tried videos for a little while, but it doesn't look like they have a lot of them. So Knitty can be an absolutely amazing resource for you, either for patterns or for tutorials, information, there's interviews, there's all kinds of absolutely, I mean, and just years worth of stuff. So if you haven't gotten into Knitty, you could take up a lot of your time. Next, I want to show you, this is Knit Purl Hunter. This is Michelle Hunter, and she is an amazing designer and author. She's written books, she designs patterns, and she has this incredible website that is just, now obviously she is marketing her patterns and marketing her offerings, and that is a big part of this site, but she also has this right here, these video lessons. And let me show you, you're not going to believe it when I click on this. Look at this. Look at this list. So we've got basic techniques, all of these bind-offs, cables, cast-ons, circular knitting. Here's Kitchener in the round, magic loop, jogless stripes, color work, decreases. We've got the center double decrease, the garter stitch short row decreases. I don't even know what that is. Knit two together through the back loop, knit three together through the back loop, purl two together. I mean, there's just so many. And then we've got decorative stitches, we've got finishing. Look at all this. Look at all this. Mattress stitch on a vertical seam, mattress stitch and garter, Kitchener in the round, garter stitched regular old Kitchener in the round. Thumb. I don't know what thumb means. Let's see what thumb says. Here we go. Every mitten or glove deserves a thumb with no holes in the gusset. Learn to pick up stitches and follow my tips to make a tidy little thumb for your next hand warmer. So she's telling you how to do that. So she's got these videos and they're well filmed. Fixing mistakes, increases. These are from her knit-alongs. Look, a whole thing on socks. It is just stupendous how many incredible tutorial videos that she has. She shows them clearly and they're just really amazing. So this is definitely a site you should have bookmarked on your toolbar. So that is knitpurlhunter.com. No, it's, yes, .com. And it is great to explore. Now, next one, this is Modern Daily Knitting. And again, this is another site that is indeed trying to sell you stuff. They sell yarn, they sell patterns, they have amazing books, they have really great stuff. But along with all of that, they have incredible articles. I want to show you this, the contributors. These are the writers and designers that have contributed to the information on this site. And it is just a who's who of knitters and up-and-comers and just amazing, amazing people that are just name after name. Patty Lyons. Oh, it's cool. They turn color when you go over them. That's fun. I was thinking the black and white was an interesting choice, but it just, look, it just goes on and on. There's Jeanette and on. It's just a wonderful, but let's go back to the home. And then this button, since we're talking about, and I'm trying to show how these websites are helpful, how to. So let's click on our how to. Tips, tricks, hints, and hacks for the knitter in search of a better way. And we've got all these different areas that you can sort by. Let's go to techniques. Steeking. It's just so much information. So if there's something specifically you're looking for, then I would use their little search magnifying glass. But otherwise, it's like a blog and you can just read through it and see so many, I mean, helical stripes and garter stitch on DPNs. I don't even know what that is. I'm going to have to read that one. It's got great information. So let's go back to the original. Let's go to how to and just start. Here's jogless joins. You know what? This jogless joins thing seems to be very popular. But Patty Lyons is an amazing teacher and knitter, and I think she does designing, but I mostly know her for her teaching and her writing. So this is catching floats, jogless joins, blocking. It's just so many different. They have articles on yarn. It's a wonderful resource to come and look here. Why to use wool wash. There you go. If you've ever wondered, there's your information. And look, let's go all the way to the end. Here, more chatting about gauge, how to count. Custom dog sweaters, if you wanted to knit a dog sweater. Look, this is how your knitting style affects gauge and fabric. And look, I went to 12, and now we get to go to 22. It's just amazing. As I said, every one of these sites has depth to it. It has wonderful information for you, useful, that will help you learn what you need to learn, be a better knitter. And then obviously they have their inspiration. So, if you're trying to come up with what you want to knit, all kinds of fun stuff. So that's 4. And then here's the 5th one. This one is for those of you who have commented that you like my deep dives into things. Tech knitting, the tech knitter, she does incredibly deep dives. If you want to know the minutia of knitting and knitting techniques, this is the one for you. It is a blog. She just came back. She went on a 4-year hiatus and just started writing this blog again. But you can see this is Hole in My Knitting Help. So you can look at this. She goes through multiple different ways, multiple different reasons that you might have holes in your knitting. And it's just, and she tells you how to diagnose, to fix it. I actually was lucky enough to hear her speak at a knitting guild, and she has a brilliant analytical mind that she applies to knitting. And she thinks about knitting in a way that is sort of mind-boggling, because she's bringing a very almost engineering mindset to it. But look at this. We're still on how to fix yarn overs. Look, I've been scrolling and strolling. So she is going to get into it, and she's going to answer every question you have, and then she's gonna make you think about questions you never thought of, and then she's gonna tell you how to fix it. So Miss Yarn Over, she has great illustrations. She does with these I don't know what kind of illustration software she uses, but she makes amazing illustrations that show you step-by-step things. It's just a great website. You can see it goes all the way back to 2006. She was super active in 2011. Here's the all-time top 10. Jogless stripes. Jogless stripes are the thing, apparently. Here's picking up stitches along a selvage. A very nearly invisible increase. The best way to attach lining fabric. Latvian braid, adding a new ball of yarn, taming long throat. I mean, she's just got really, really in-depth, fun, informative. Let's go look at 2011. That is a lot. Oh, here we go. Subject indexed. See, and she's telling you she's telling you how to search this page. So that is really, really funny to tell you. But it's just, look at all this. It's so much. It's so much. Better bands and cuffs. Look at all these different things that she has in this blog that she's been writing for a long time, and she has generously shared with the knitting community. I can't thank her enough. In my early knitting career, journey, whatever you want to call it. I spent a lot of time on this site reading, and it helped me understand, and I think really guided me in the way I think about knitting. So that is, let's go back up to the top. Wee spin. That is, oh, what did I do? Where am I? Return to Tech Knitting blog. There we go. There we are. So that is techknitting.blogspot.com. It's Blogspot. That tells you how long it's been around. So we'll go back to my website for me to say thank you so much for watching this. I hope that it's going to help you on your journey to become a better knitter, or just give you more super fun things to look at and read and investigate and everything. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, click that like button, and if you would like to be notified whenever I upload a new video, please subscribe to my channel and select notifications. Thank you so much.